getting crossed over. 40 laps on tap for the Pro Stocks. After that late model main event, I don't know if we can top that for action and closeness, but we sure as heck are going to try with the 47 of Dick Benoit and the 3 of Jeremy Lilly to bring the field down. The 28 of Brightman, the 22 of Mark Jenison, the 17 of Vinnie Arrenegado. Those are your top 5 as we get ready to go. Caution lights are out around the 3rd mile. The Bristol Toyota Pace truck rolls down through turns 1 and 2, takes that hard left-hand turn. We're ready to rock and roll Pro Stock style off of turn number 4. Benoit and Lilly get ready to wind it up off the corner. Green flag is out, and no, it is not. It is a bad start, not even off the corner, and Dick Benoit a little bit itchy there. Again with Benoit and Lilly. They roll through turns 3 and 4. They start to wind it up. This time it's a good start. Green flag is out. We're underway, and Benoit gets the jump out front, leads it down through turns 1 and 2.
Sparks fly for Benoit into turn 2. Down the back stretch, continuing to fly. He's out front, though, in that 47, off of 4 across the stripe.
Brightman follows through up into the number 2 position, and a lot of sparks flying from the 47 as he bounces off the asphalt. Lilly sits 3rd. Arrenegado 4th. Jenison rounds out the top 5 as we complete lap number 2.
And the battle right now is going to start to heat up. Here comes Vinnie Arrenegado for the 3rd position over Jeremy Lilly. He's got the nose there down into 3 and 4.
Keep your eyes on the 52 of Dave Darling. He's got 1 start on the season, and it landed himself in victory lane. What is he going to do starting from 10th, working his way up, keeps peeking to the inside of Tommy Adams, but not going to happen. Tries it again off of turn 4.
Off of 4, down the front stretch. Darling working with Tommy Adams there. Right in front of him, he has Colbey Fournier and Bobby Pelland III to battle with next. Up front, Dick Benoit is your leader in that 47 car as Mike Brightman is right there in 2nd.
Mark Jenison has slid up into the 4th position. He's got Dylan Estrella trying to follow him through as Jeremy Lilly starts the backslide on the top side just a little bit. Behind them, Bobby Pelland underneath Colbey Fournier as they roll through turns 1 and 2. Dave Darling on their tail as they hit turn number 3.
Dylan Estrella in that 46 car has moved up past Jeremy Lilly for that 5th position. The top 5 run single file right now down the backstretch.
Battle for 6. Pelland underneath the 3 of Lilly as the 16 squeezes through the center as Lilly falls back a little bit further behind the 56, back to the 10th position. Darling and Pelland racing wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. That is a battle for 6th position down off of turn number 4.
Off of 4 out front, it continues to be Benoit in that 47, as now Brightman is backed right up to the front bumper of Vinnie Arrenegado. Vinnie's looking for that 2nd position. Couple more laps, he could have it.
Vinnie has not finished outside the 2nd position all year long. He has been consistently in the runner-up spot. He'd love to break through for his first Pro Stock win. Can tonight be the night for that? As they roll down into turn number 1, about 2 car lengths behind Brightman as they roll off at 2.
12 laps will be complete when they cross the stripe. 40 laps the total distance here. Out front, Benoit leads Brightman and Vinnie Arrenegado. 4th is Jenison, and 5th is the 46 car of Dylan Estrella.
Dylan Estrella right up on the back bumper of the Double Deuce as they roll down into turn 3 and 4. Jenison gets a little crossed up through the middle of the corner. That opens up the inside lane, and Estrella takes advantage, diving down to the inside. Jenison battles back up top as they roll through turns 3 and 4. A half a car length advantage on Estrella. Estrella with a good run off at 2, but Jenison still able to hang on to that 4th spot.
As Estrella and Jenison battle down the backstretch, Dave Darling sitting in the catbird seat right there as Estrella's going to go around in 3 and 4.
Back end snaps out from underneath the Everett's Auto Parts number 46, but he's able to right the ship, but he lost a whole host of positions in the meantime and settles back in to the 8th position. Up front, Dick Benoit continues to get closer and closer to his first career Pro Stock win, and he has opened up a 5-car length advantage over the 28 of Mike Brightman with the 17 of Vinnie Arrenegado all over the back bumper. Vinnie takes a look to the outside, settles it back in through 1 and 2.
Vinnie is going to continue to look right to the back bumper of that 28 as they go down the back stretch, but the battle is now heating up for 4th position between Jenison and Darling here in turn 4.
Darling to the inside of Jenison, trying to get into the top 4. Meanwhile, Arrenegado down underneath the 28 of Brightman. They make a little bit of contact down the back straightaway. Brightman slides up the racetrack. Arrenegado gets underneath. They are dead even across the stripe down into 1.
Here comes Vinnie looking for 2nd position. He's got it by a nose down the backstretch. It'll be halfway home when they cross the stripe.
20 down, 20 to go, and Arrenegado edges out, takes over the 2nd spot. Brightman back to 3rd. Look for the crossover move. Down to the bottom goes Brightman as he tries to get back underneath Arrenegado.
And up front, Benoit going to have a buffer car as he puts the 22 of LaValle a lap down. The battle continues for 2nd place right now. Give it to Vinnie Arrenegado right now as Brightman is right there to the rear bumper for 3rd.
Arrenegado is 2nd, gets a little love tap from the 28 down the front straightaway as Brightman is not going away. Down to the bottom he goes, tries to sneak a nose up underneath that black and green 17. Not able to get it that time. Tries it again off of 4, and Arrenegado shuts the door.
As the battle for 2nd continues on, Dick Benoit is checked out in the lead in that number 47 AA Concrete Finishes Danny Cabral racing car as he is out front down into 1 and 2. 2nd place is just going into turn 2 now.
Down off the 2nd corner, and again, Brightman continuing to try to peek down to the inside of that number 17, but Arrenegado having none of it as he's able to continue to hold off the pink and white number 28. They roll down into turns 1 and 2, and Arrenegado trying to get away from Brightman down the backstretch.
Further back in the pack, the battle is between Dylan Estrella and that number 46 Everett's Auto Parts Machine and Colbey Fournier in that number 16 K. Spencer Electric Machine. They battle for position further back in the pack.
Few lap cars ahead of your leader, the 77 of Billy Joris, the 10 of Chris Gomes, and the 0 of Kenny Spencer just ahead of your leaders as they roll down off of turn number 4. 28 laps up on the board, and they will become a factor before this one is over. And Brightman is losing ground to the 17 of Arrenegado, and gaining ground is Dave Darling as he is now 3 car lengths behind Brightman.
Brightman is falling into the trap of Darling. Darling looking for that 3rd position. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all run nose to nose down the backstretch.
10 laps to go this time at the stripe, and the 47 of Dick Benoit sets the pace. They roll down into 3 and 4. Arrenegado is on the charge. He is running about a 1/10 of a second quicker, but he's going to need to do a little bit better than that to try to catch the 47.
Up down the back stretch, Benoit continues to lead. He's got a lapped car in between him and 2nd place, Vinnie Arrenegado. Across the stripe, 8 laps to go for Dick Benoit, looking for his first win here in the Pro Stocks.
Dave Darling is closed in on the 28 of Brightman, about a car length behind as they enter turns 3 and 4. As your leader breaks away from the lap traffic and starts to get some ground one more time. Joris slows up off of 2 just a little bit as he gathered back in. Brightman was right behind him. Darling sits on his tail with 6 laps to go.
6 to go. Benoit, your leader. Vinnie Arrenegado runs 2nd. Brightman is 3rd. Darling 4th, and in the 5th spot is Mark Jenison. Up front across the stripe, 5 laps to go for Dick Benoit.
Darling down to the inside of Brightman in the battle for the podium, down off of turn number 2. Brightman up on the outside. Darling down low. They race down into turn number 3 with 4 laps to go. Darling with a good run off of 4. Brightman hangs tight down into 1.
It'll be 3 more circuits around for Dick Benoit. Up front leading, looking for his first Pro Stock win. 3 more times around between him and a checkered flag here at Seekonk.
Darling works his way up into 3rd. Brightman continues to knock on the back door, down the back straightaway with the twin sticks in the air. Benoit out front, and this one could be in his grasp. He rolls down the back straightaway, a comfortable 10-car length advantage over Arrenegado, and they roll down off of 4. White flag is in the air. Danny Cabral watching his car go around the 3rd mile, leading the final lap off of turn number 2. Dick Benoit has been knocking on this door for a year and a half. Tonight it becomes a reality. Dick Benoit wins his first career pro stock race. Second place to Vinnie Arrenegado. Dave Darling, your top three.
Rounding out the top five, Mike Brightman comes home fourth. Bobby Pelland the third comes home fifth. Mark Jenison comes home sixth. Dylan Estrella seventh. Colbey Fournier eighth. Tommy Adams ninth. Kenny Spencer 10th. Jeremy Lilly 11th. Billy Jorez 12th. Ken LaValle 13th. And Chris Gomes rounds out the field in 14th as Kevin makes his way down to talk with our first-time winner.
Tonight, he's able to put it back in victory lane. Jumped off from his pole starting position, leading all 40 laps, and finding himself for the first time carrying the checkered flag in the Pro Stock main event. Dave Darling with a round of applause for our first-time feature winner. Getting ready to climb out of the car, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it. First time in Pro Stock victory lane. How about a round of applause for Middleborough, Masses? Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Dick Benoit. Danny, congratulations, Dick. Last year, a couple of podium finishes really wet your whistle. This year started, and it seemed to all go backwards for you up until tonight.
Sweet redemption, man. Finished last place last week and then win today. This car was not good when we got here today either. We made a bunch of changes, but and the heat was killing me. Yeah, thank you, Eric. Definitely. That guy over there with the beard.
You got a good start. You jumped out front. I know your spotter was giving you lap times, your distance. At any point, were you worried?
Lap traffic was a little tough. A little worried at the beginning. I was trying to pace myself and, didn't want to go too slow, but try to stay ahead. I think it was, if we had some cautions, we might have been in trouble, but and you get enough lead out there and you can kind of keep it and try to pace it and don't overdrive the car and just use what we got and, just pace yourself. I know it was only 40 laps, but it feels like 300 out there with the heat today, so.
Coming off of turn 4, you see the checkered flag in the air. Your first Pro Stock win. What was going through your mind?
All kinds of things. I was hearing all kinds of noises. Thought I had a tire going down. Just telling myself, no, that's not what's happening. Just trying not to psych myself out, especially with like 5 laps to go there. Usually things tend to fall apart around me. So I'm not the luckiest guy in the world by any means. So. But we finally got one.
You hooked up with Danny a few years ago, and a slow, steady pace to get you here tonight. This car has been good to you. It's been evil to you. But you know what? You guys make a good partnership.
Yeah, I can't thank Danny enough. I started, probably damn near 10 years ago now. But he's a great guy, and me and him just hit it off 10, 15 years ago. And then when he called me one day, he said, "Hey, what are you doing on Saturday nights?" I said, "Nothing. Why?" He goes, "You want to drive a Sportsman?" And I said, "Yeah, I guess." So, I think that was 2017, 16, 17, something like that. And slowly but surely, we picked the way. We don't have the budget that a lot of these guys have. This car is a 2007, believe it or not. A lot of old stuff, a lot of used stuff, a lot of rebuilt stuff. We just got into building shocks and stuff on our own, and we must have did something right.
A lot of people to thank, I'm sure.
Oh, my God, yeah. The list goes on and on. First and foremost, I got to thank Danny, Eric, Kenny, Larry, the other Kenny, and then the other Kenny, and everybody else that helps, and my wife, my kids, my parents. I've been doing this a long time. A lot of people have helped me through the years. I could sit here for 3 hours and try to name them all. But those are the most important ones there. Got to thank A&A Concrete. Yeah, gotta thank, I'm tired, Dave. I gotta thank A&A Concrete Finishes. That guy over there, Kenny, best floors around. He's amazing what he can do with concrete, honestly. Yeah, so many people through the years, from everybody. I mean, everybody's helped us out in some way, shape, or form, and I'm forever grateful. I know I don't say it much, but a lot of people helped us up to get here. So,
Congratulations.